And when me feel it now, me just stop thinking about the pain. Because that feeling that you feel healing, that healing that comes in your present mind. When your subconscious store that vision, then you just put it in your mind. And when it heal itself now, you don't even think about it. You don't even have no thought about it, you see me? Because you can't let these thoughts or negative thought or pain of thought come to your mind to adjust your body, you know what I mean? So you have to fight out those thoughts out of your body alignment so that your mind become inward instead of your mind become outward, become these thoughts make you enter your body. Mm.
Deep words, of solemn self-healing, putting the faith to the absolute highest resonance of itself. Christ says, thy faith has made thee whole. So by faith, we are transformed beyond the pain to the new being.
Transform is a higher energy, new energy, something that is transformed to go inner. Transform to go inner and change the perception of what's going on outside, you know what I mean? So you transform yourself day and night every day. Every day. You have to keep transforming yourself every day. You know what I mean? Unless somebody create upon you.
But you must be in sync with your ultimate being. What is most important in you? It's like it's something that you cannot just take for granted, In this impromptu moment, we recognize, presence of love in the experience, and we want to give thanks to Sister Chevanese and Sister Zanya Lee. It's a good vibration, right? And just the power of intention, power of self-healing, because the Most High has imbued us with His Spirit through faith, through salvation, activating the mind's power to fulfill the restoration. Because there's been some form of disharmony, separation in the spirit and the body. You want to harmonize spirit, soul, and body, right? You want to have a wholesome being.
Everything alignment, but you have to become a nothingness to activate it. When it becomes the nothingness of the mind becomes speechless and blank out and become wandering to wander to find the soul of your own inner self. And when you find that soul, it becomes more clairvoyant and present around you without having no thought, you see me? But tone come in, thought come in. But be up the tone, be up the thought. But be up the tone first. And you understand what these thoughts are. But these thoughts are not you. It's just the jamming of what is going on.
It's like you use them then, in a sense.
Right.
You use these thoughts. It's like, you use these thoughts to actualize the higher intention.
Yeah.
It's like going to the doctor and trusting that the medicine will heal. It's not just that the medicine heals, it's that there's a trust and a faith you put that the higher will activate. Because we don't learn about placebo, so we can understand that a lot of it for a lot of times was some form of auto-suggestion, some form of absolute belief system in the first place. So your faith shall make you whole is something that comes back to truly knowing that you are healed, by that spirit. It's done unto you as you believe. So you have to believe that it is done exactly as you desire. And when it is healing, you have to realize that you have to know and espouse in your thinking a wholesome being. Because you have to be in a wholesome, healthy state of mind, It's to have a wholesome, healthy, happy life. It's not just about what form the life takes, because when we're talking, you're referring to the formless. So it couldn't be about what form it takes, because there's so much forms, right? Forms are so myriad, but it's about the formless, the attitudes, right? Like you said, the principles and the virtues we hold, the thoughts, these tools we use, right? Certain wavelength and frequencies that we activate, and we call them through these terminology, morals and ethics, but we know it's actual spirituality.
It's like I believe in thought system. They created a lot of thought. You see me? But the only way you can use a lot of thought, you have to have the right immortality to put in the right information of thought. That's your own internal thought, your inner thought. And that's how you create your own thought being, you know what I mean? Become your own well-being of information flowing by the choice, you know what I mean? Because people go through the colonial system of thought, of their thought and their information without a choice. And they cannot reconnect their internal thought to their thought, the predominance of the systematic thought. But the systematic thought does not connect to the choice internal thought because they are different parallel information, you know what I mean? But once you get the choice of thought, the choice, and you put it in your own thought, like your own life, your own knowledge, information, the truth, like enlighten you up. It's natural that you need the creation of life, you know what I mean? The information of life, you know what I mean? Because the life is the information.
Yes, there
That
is.
is why if you want to get life, you have to connect to the truth. The
Yes.
truth becomes the information.
It flows through to us like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm trying to
as
help. And
information.
teach will translate it for you.
No, it's no, you're absolutely on point. It's
Yeah.
it's not even just like say a matter of
I'm
translation.
taking a different terminology, you know? I have to remind that.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, it's just maybe forms of expression, but ultimately we're saying the same thing. And that internal that becomes the external, and once it's aligned in the right ethic and moral, or the right flow of the energy, the experience naturally just takes that on, and you know we are transformed by the renewing of the mind. So therefore, if the mind is truly in the right alignment,
Right, that's why you become one mind. That is connected to one soul, you know? Right.
the supreme,
Because
the
you
supreme,
understand that the Westernized system is all about the third dimension basis, you know what I mean? They never have passed the fourth dimension, that's why total life have not connect. If you connect to the fourth dimension, everybody will get together and kind, love, happiness, and the information will flow differently because the fourth and the fifth dimension give a different perspective how we deal with each other, and the information flow differently. But people in the third dimension, through the first dimension, control their information of their mechanical elite control, you know me? So the elite put their mechanical control to the system, the people program themselves to live that lifestyle of destruction, you know me? And short of life though deal with destruction, short of life is natural.
it's unending. It's like a unending.
Yeah.
The world system.
Right.
The world system
Yeah, glad
is a temper. It's a transient. Like you said, maybe a form of a vanguard. Maybe we call them elite or whatever, but some form of a vanguard is this world system that is kind of blocking, as you say, the ability to go beyond the third dimension into something far more deeper and more resonant, right? An ability to see beyond this particular constraints of how the first and the third dimension minds perceive form, or even how they perceive formlessness. Because it's like people always say those who are of the spirit is informed with more information, more vibration than per se those who are not. In the essence that we are like pioneers, in the essence that we were looking ahead. Not that it is so awesome, but it's become awesome because of how much these systems, these control systems of thought, have kind of blocked just the natural flow of thoughts.
And that is why it
natural
becomes
flow of this.
limited thought, limited idea, limited perception.
Absolutely.
And then if people want to go to the truth and expand beyond the perception without a systematic information, then care. Then have to go back to the system and say, this is the way them say. So I don't understand how you can where's the save? Where's the save? That's the problem.
You know,
Yeah,
that is
that's what
the
I'm saying.
truth. Where is the self?
You
It's not just a
know
question.
about book and PhD and master degree. That is not life.
Yeah,
So
it's
how
not-
you going to heal yourself? They have millions of dollars and you're thick and broke and the doctor can't fix you. How are you going to fix that if you don't have the spiritual side?
that is
And
one
that's
of the
the
biggest.
question. Money can't buy life. And what not me to that. I think to the top rich people today have money can't buy life.
I mean, but that is true. That's something we can look at.
Life can fix life. When you're in the spiritual state, it can heal your foot and regenerate your skin, and your skin grow, and your foot will grow. You can check in nature. Most of the tribal people and cut off them grow them skin and regenerate. But they learn from animals, they learn from different environments of nature, and they have a qualm. When you get a long cut, you go to the qualm and go to the thinking qualm. The yield.
The swamp, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
No,
there's a point to be made here in
Yeah.
that everything that is not organized. So we're still talking
thanks.
about healing. Everything that is organized at some point started out as just the natural systems of observation, right? through the same inspiration of the divine that these methodology would create restoration, because we found that certain behaviors led us out of sync, right? So healing practices in the early essence of life were not these standardized experimental procedures we have now, but they're far more succinct to the natural environment and to the cosmic, the divine presence being more into the reality of self. And how it is that modern existence creates new diseases and creates this new context for healing. One more part. Creates a new context for healing, because if it is that ancient diseases or ancient disturbances and maladies are representing themselves in modern context, it means that the way in which modern methodology has dealt with healing needs to be re-examined, because really and truly these maladies are coming from a far more ancient, indigenous, antiquitous state of discomfort, of disorientation. So healing in the spiritual, to me, has become far more essential in this time, because the minds of the individuals in this time seems to be more heading towards that. I don't know what you think about this, but I mean, you know, you can leave some comments on that.
Alright, but not only think about it, but through the meditation of life. If you come out to the Christian and go to the women, I know you have to go through a lot of pain and hunger, you have to beat the table like 2 months to go through nature. But your body can adapt nature and change the perception of your mind, of the environment, and change the capability of your internal organs of growth, you know. And nature show you how to breathe and live a different perspective of life, show you how to eat properly, and show you how to get certain plants that the intuition tell you eat that plant or cut that and smoke that plant, you know? Because the internal of the environment don't adapt your knowledge towards this knowledge to adapt your well-being, you know? So that's what based on our ancestors and based on our indigenous people who live in this environment until now, apart from the systematic faith, you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
Right? And there's different levels of meditation, of healing, of spirit, mind and body in nature, you know what I mean? Different levels, you know what I mean? But in the modern world teaching, they have different new age concept of healing, but there are machinery healing, you know what I mean?
Mechanical.
Mechanical, you know?
It's far less
the elite
organic.
have some other cure, but them use it for themselves.
Yeah.
The whole don't fuck up. It don't fuck up.
Yes. Yes.
Because them used to go into the people and capture land, just like Amazon, and take our shit and use our ritual and do our different pipeline and try to commercialize in the system, you know, and become a new drug. Duh.
Mm-hmm. It's an absolute serious issue to look at. But as we continue on the path of Reasonings Right to the True Life Outtakes Jamaica, I want to give thanks to those who spent this moment with us today. Again, Chevanese blessings. I don't know no respect, Zanelli. Give thanks for the brethren and the brethren who was here with us earlier. We do give thanks, you know what I mean? Healing begins in faith, in spirit, in truth. So begin to put yourself in that mental capacity to be restored, to be harmonized. Don't bring unhappiness, unhealthiness on yourself by your thinking, by your ways of activity. Let go of things, don't hold on to things too much. Don't make your body bitter and vile. Don't make yourself acidic by your thoughts and your ways of being. Do give yourself a chance to relax and totally flow in the allowance of the absolute knowing, which is Yahuwah, presented to us as every moment of life. The breath leads us. Let us be led in truth and in mercy and in kindness. I also want to send shout out to my longtime friend Tonian as well too. We always seem to run into each other at this place at certain points. Blessings, Tonian. Love and blessings to the whole entire fraternity. Until next time, Reasonings Right at the True Life, Outtakes Jamaica, Jerome Sage Butler, the Mystic Bob. We will keep the alignments. Blessings and love.
Your life, give thanks to the vibration. Let's spend time with nature, and nature will reflect upon you. The more time you spend with nature, nature will connect with you. But you have to put the effort to enter nature. And you will
Blessings, Tonian. Respect.
Blessing and prayer. You will see your reflection of yourself in nature environment to see the reflection of the world, what's going on around you, you know? So nature is like your television. Do not watch TV in the house. Let's watch nature. Go on nature and let's watch your environment and watch it. Let's watch it. And you see your 2-eye, what you're looking at now, your 2-eye view, you can see yourself, your interview, it's like a come into your spirit. So it's going to go inside of yourself to see everything. Basically. You have to go inward, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it.
Inward.